now, you know why? Because when I smile, it looks like the perverse response to news of a death. See, I've actually looked at my hand now. This is awkward. So I have actually recently broken up with my girlfriend, and she didn't like the baby voice or the nappy. I got into an awful lot of trouble with it. Lads, you'll probably be able to sympathise with this. I remember this was what she asked me. She said, do I look fat in this? Do I look big in this? And I went, yes, because you're a fat cunt! And afterwards I thought, yeah, I can see how that could be misinterpreted. We did try and spice things up though. We did genuinely try and spice things up a bit before we finally gave in. I remember, what am I saying? No, I loved her. I genuinely did love her. I genuinely loved her to the point where I remember we did this thing where, where loving couples tell each other they love each other and they get together, they light candles and hold each other closely and tightly and imagine all the sad things we'd say at their funeral if they died. I didn't hold her so tightly that became the cause of the funeral, but it was intimate, it was lovely, and I told her that I loved her. And insisted that it wasn't just my penis talking, despite what the foreskin ventriloquism suggested. Yeah, so we did try and spice things up before the end. As I said, where's my water? So I did try and spice things up before the end. We sent each other sexy snaps, like photos between each other. She sent me her boobs in the bath, and after much deliberation, I replied with my cock in a sink. I didn't know what else to do. I tried it everywhere. I put it all over the house, but there was nowhere I could put it where it didn't just look like a nuisance. And I couldn't hold it, ladies and gentlemen. I couldn't hold it. I couldn't hold it without looking as if it was. It's about showing it off as evidence to a jury in court. So yeah, I have just recently come off of medication, and I went to the doctors. I did go to the doctors, and I insisted that I was fine, I was okay, I was mentally sound, I was good to come off them, despite what the foreskin ventriloquism suggested. You see, they say, ladies and gentlemen, they say, hold on a minute. They say, don't they, ladies and gentlemen, that the first sign of madness is talking to yourself. And that is true of me. That is true. That's what happened to me. I remember once I was in my house. Nobody else was in there. Nobody else was in the house. I remember I said out loud to myself, oh, I should probably clean my excrement off the walls before my parents get home. Absolute nutter. No one was there. So I realised the difference between insanity and gender. There's different labels applied to women who are insane and men who are insane. Like, if a woman says to a man, I'm crazy, the man thinks, oh, wow, she might have sex with me. If a man says, I'm crazy, the woman thinks, oh, wow, he might have sex with me without my permission.